World leaders across the globe are reacting strongly after the United States launched a large-scale military strike on Venezuela and announced the capture of President Nicolás Maduro. Former U.S. President Donald Trump confirmed that Maduro had been detained and flown out of the country following what officials described as a surgical military operation. The dramatic move has triggered sharp divisions on the world stage. Cuban President Miguel Díaz-Canel condemned the attack, calling it a criminal assault on regional peace. In a statement posted on social media, he said Latin America's so-called zone of peace was being brutally violated. Cuba has long been a close ally of the Maduro government and a historic adversary of the United States. Colombian President Gustavo Petro also expressed deep concern, warning that U.S. military action could destabilize the region. Petro stated that Colombia rejects any unilateral military operation that could endanger civilians or worsen tensions. He added that Colombia is taking preventive measures along its border with Venezuela to protect civilian lives and maintain stability. Mexico joined the condemnation, calling the U.S. intervention a clear violation of international law. In an official statement, Mexico urged an immediate end to what it described as acts of aggression, warning that military action poses a serious risk to regional stability across Latin America and the Caribbean. Iran's foreign ministry also denounced the strikes, aligning with several nations criticizing Washington's actions. However, not all reactions were negative. Argentine President Javier Milei, a close ally of Donald Trump, praised the move. He shared earlier remarks labeling Maduro's government as a narco-terrorist regime and urged Latin American leaders to support U.S. pressure to end it. In Europe, European Council President Antonio Costa called for restraint, urging all sides to de-escalate and respect international law. He reaffirmed the European Union's support for a peaceful, democratic, and inclusive solution for Venezuela. In the United Kingdom, Reform Party leader Nigel Farage questioned the legality of the strikes but suggested the outcome could deter China and Russia. He added that the Venezuelan people may now have a chance to turn a new page. Inside Venezuela, government officials urged citizens to take to the streets, calling the operation an imperialist attack. As protests and uncertainty grow, several Latin American governments remain silent, with questions mounting over who now controls Caracas. The situation remains highly volatile as the world watches closely.